Hello everyone, welcome back to Marvel Yayo Sise, your go-to destination for math, science and engineering. I am Alhaji Mohammed Sise. I am here to guide you to this course. But before we start this course today, I may like to give you an overview of what we are going to discuss today in this course. First of all, the topic of this lesson today is logics and proofs. But before we dive into logics and proof, I want to first show you the representation of numbers, types of numbers, how numbers are represented and their types. Okay? After which, we'll proceed to the proofs and logic. So now let's see. Number system. Number system. Numbers are just representation of symbols. But numbers are divided into different types. So here we have numbers are divided into two types. First, we have real numbers and imaginary numbers. So real numbers and imaginary numbers. Imaginary numbers. So real numbers are numbers that start from 1, 2, 3, 4 onwards. Okay, so we can say here example of these numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Imaginary numbers are numbers that start from they have I in it. You can say 2 plus 4i for an example. Any number you see that has an I attached to it, it refers to as imaginary numbers. So now, then again, we further divide this one. Imaginary number, real numbers are also divided into two. We have rational numbers, and irrational numbers. Here, we have rational numbers and irrational numbers. So for rational numbers are numbers that gives you just a whole number. So like here, 1 is a whole number, 2, 3, root 9 will give you a whole number, right? Because if you say root 9 will give you what? 3. But for irrational numbers, like for an example here, you can see root 2. This root 2 will not give you a whole number. It will not end immediately. It will proceed. It will give you floating point values. So if you say like this root 2 will give you 1.4142 something. So you can see it continues. It continues. So rational numbers again are divided into 2. So here we have integers. We have integers and fractions. So for integers are just what numbers that start from. It can either be 0, 1, 2, 3, and negative values. A combination of 0, 1, 2, 3, and negative values. So all of them are integers. So example here, we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 2, minus 2, minus 3, and so on. So for fractions, we have 1 over 4, 2, 3 over 5. This one for fractions, they have what? Numerator and denominator, okay? These ones are fractions. They are further divided into different parts. But for today's lesson, I don't want to proceed on this because this one is a topic on its own. So for now, we can further divide this one, integers, into 3 parts. Okay? So from this first example, you can know integers are divided into 3. So first we have positive integer, we have negative integers, and we have a 0. Okay? The positive integers, negative integers, and zeros. Of course, you can see here the negative numbers and positive integers with 0. You can see this one here. So for positive integers, positive numbers are further divided into 2. So we have natural numbers and whole numbers. So natural numbers are numbers that start from 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Whereas for whole numbers starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, it continues. So the difference here is for natural numbers, there is no 0 in it. But for whole numbers starts from 0 and all positive values. Okay. So natural numbers are further divided into 4. The first one, we have composite numbers. Composite numbers. We have odd numbers. Even numbers. And finally, prime numbers. So prime numbers are numbers that start from 3, 5, 9, and so on. 1 is not a prime number. Okay? So even numbers, example here we have 2, 4, 6. For odd numbers, starts from 1, 3, 5, and so on. For composite numbers, for an example here, we have 15. So for composite numbers, it has factors. So what are the factors of 15? The factors of 15 are 3, 5, and 15 itself. So for composite number, these three numbers, 1, 5, 3, and 15 itself, okay? They are composite numbers. All of these numbers can divide this 15 without a remainder. So for today's introduction, I just want to give you this intro. Our next lesson will be on logics and proofs. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like and share. See you on the next lesson.